You can see the windways outside our deck salon right here, and it's blowing at 30 to 35 knots out there. Our neighbor over here was on shore in his dinghy without a motor when it started up, and he just sort of rode along the shore until he got where he was upwind from the boat and just basically let the wind blow him there. It looks like he's getting ready to take off. You see our neighbors over here. His dinghy should probably be taken out of the water.
At least take the motor off.
Yeah.
In case it flips.
Yeah. There's Lorraine reading about the Channel Islands.
What is it they say about San Miguel? Let's see. Choose your weather and monitor weather forecasts constantly.
Although I will have to say, I have not yet heard 35 knot gust winds forecast for here tonight. No. And the small craft advisories are posted now, but they weren't forecast this morning. So even when they do that, it may not be right.
Do not visit San Miguel.
Yeah. And so you look up here, you see our jury-rigged bimini. When we put in the davits, I actually had to stick another piece of line there to hold it down because those bungee cords just weren't holding it. When we go around here, you can also see what I did with my outhaul to keep it from slapping against the boom. Now look, sun. You can read this, but here's our current wind speed, which is about 24 knots, so it's calmed down a bit. You can probably hear in the background, we're just nice and cozy here in the cabin. We've got the anchor alarm set at 300 feet. You can see Lorraine's over there reading. We've got pretty well straightened up, ready to just take off first thing in the morning. Dinghy's on board. Engines away. Most of the stuff is put away. We'll be ready to just get up, pick up that anchor, and go. Okay, here we are sailing back to King Harbor. We left about 4:30 in the morning after winds up to 35 knots overnight. Winds are about 10 to 15 knots when we picked up anchor. We did run into a slight problem, which we actually foresaw, and that was that the boat in front of us had dragged back about 100 feet and was actually over our anchor chain when we were trying to pick up. Fortunately, they knew we were leaving, and they were all ready for us to move their boat forward so we could get our anchor up. Lots of kelp. It was pitch black going out of Kyler, so I really relied on the radar and had Lorraine up on the bow with a spotlight trying to point out the kelp, which we, for the most part, avoided, but we did have one little thing. In fact, I think we still have some kelp on our caught somewhere underneath, and we're just both not quite doing the speed I think it should be doing. But anyway, you can see right now we're about 15 knots of wind. We're under sail, and it looks like I need to adjust my jib. So I will turn this off. All right, here we are motoring back. The wind died on us. I think we got Orca here. recording. See how flat it is now. It's really flat. We'll avoid showing you the 8+ hours of this, but as you can see, this is some of the flattest ocean I've seen, especially for this widest expanse. Too bad Kyler Harbor didn't look like this last night. Right, Rainey? Tibbs agrees. Well, here we are, just about 7 nautical miles outside of King Harbor. See, the ocean doesn't look much different. There's a little bit of wind. It's right on our tail and it's about the same speed we are. See, it's getting dark out. This has been probably the longest single day trip on this boat marina I've ever been on. We left about 4:30 this morning, and we expect to arrive at King Harbor at 8 p.m. So that is, what, 15.5 hours. And we had a hitchhiker. See this guy? We don't know who he is. He's got bands on his legs, so I don't think it's a wild pigeon. But in any case, he's been riding with us for about the last 30 or 40 nautical miles, which is quite amazing. Actually, it might even be more than that.